What is goody, my slimes? Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to use FL Studio in under 5 minutes, so before we run out of time, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the channel rack. The channel rack is under this little icon right here. If you left click, it'll pop up, and default, when you load in, there are these sounds. And you can add sounds with this plus button and all these. These aren't all necessarily instruments, but key ones when you're starting out is FL keys. What you can do is, so this green is the instrument selected, you can go up here to the Midi, and then you can start drawing in notes like so, however you want. You can lengthen notes by selecting them all and then dragging. This will pop up when you get near the thing, or you can drag them up and down, control, and the up arrow put it up an octave, control down, down an octave, shift and up will put it up semitones. Additionally, with the channel rack, you can also click in right here. I'm not personally a fan of that. I don't use click in method often. If anything, I'll just go right into the piano with that kick and I'll just add it straight in. Next thing I want to touch on is packs. So on the complete left side of the page, packs, these all drop down. Now these aren't all stock, but I will click on stock sounds that you will have. You will have these drums and drums mode audio. So I'm just going to use the drums for now. Cymbals, like we have all these 808 crash. The waveform pops up down here. You can drag them right in. You can even favorite these by hitting the little star if you really like the sound and you want it to be easier to find. And then once you have a sound in, you can delete it, you can clone it. So if you were to clone it, you can just make another version of it. And yeah, so I'm going to get more into waveforms right now. So with waveforms, I'm going to use a loop to make a good demo. And let's use this loop right here, 103 BPM. So what's going to happen when you drag a loop in is it's going to usually have BPM listed. So what you do is you drag using your mouse wheel down to that BPM. And it's 130, and it'll line up with these notches. And so with this now, what I can do is go in here. You can pitch it differently. You can reverse it. And then from here, other than this window, I'm going to get into slicing. So with slicing, if you're on here, right, default, you're going to be on this paintbrush or the pencil, right? The pencil is to like draw stuff in, and the paintbrush is also to draw stuff in, but it's like, yeah, just like so. So what we can do is we can use all these different ones. We have a pencil for drawing in, brush for also drawing in. This is the delete button, mute, so like that. So you could do that instead of clicking the track 1 off. There is a slip button, and what this does is if you hit Alt and you're over this at the same time, you can drag this over and shift it, like it'll shift that start time. And then we have the slice, and to slice, you can hit Control or like Shift and cut like that. Or you can just, if you go over to the magnet here, this will create your subdivisions. Quarter beat, cut like so, cut like so. And then we have the select tool. So if we have that, we can select a bunch of things. We have the zoom tool, which I'm not fond of, but if you zoom in like that, it'll zoom in. And then this little square in the top right will help you zoom out. I remember when I first started, that was really annoying. I'd zoom in and not know how to zoom out. So yeah. So real quick, a very basic layout. I have this pattern. I'm just going to select. If you hit Control B, or if you just hit Control and then click, the select button will pop up, and you can hit Shift. So like think of shifting the pattern, and you can shift it over. And then once I have these, I'm just going to hit Control B a couple times. I'm just going to make a very basic drum pattern. So with all these drums that are preloaded in, I'm just going to put 4 on the floor and a clap on 2 and 4. And then for the hi-hats, what you can do is if you right click, you can fill. What we're going to do is hit fill each 2-step, and we're not going to have a snare. So, and then what you can do is go over here into your patterns, put the pattern in, and that's going to sound like this. Last thing I want to touch on the mixer. So if I'm going to want to put stuff in the mixer, what you'll do is these. So right now, you can see how these are in their respective slots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm going to do is take them all out, and I would suggest you get used to doing this because this will help you a lot in the long run. See how each one of these is selected. If you select one, hit Shift, click, 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 click. You just click all of them simultaneously. Go to this drop down, assign selected free mixer tracks. Boom! It puts the names in for all of them, and everything, and you can adjust the volumes of these different things. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned a few things. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Until the next one, peace.